Assalamu alaikum. There's a change coming. I hope that you are able to feel it, inshallah, because it's been a time when our energy has been sapped by the horrors of what we've been watching for 2 years. But look, this weekend it begins. Humanity is uniting under a new flag, the flag of global activism. Resistance, do you know what it looks like now? It looks like a flotilla. Dozens of civilian boats are getting ready to leave for Gaza this weekend. And on them, hundreds of volunteers from across the world. People like you and I, everyday people working hard right now, rigging, learning how to manage boats, learning about how to resist violence non-violently, putting their lives on the line for the people of Palestine. And on the other side of this human story are those radical pragmatists who believe that the ends justify the means. Names like Tony Blair come into the mix. The Tony Blair Foundation getting a pitch deck together for Netanyahu and Trump to talk about the day after what happens in Gaza. And guess what? No Palestinian voices there at the table this week in Washington, D.C. Allahu Akbar, a pitch deck of evil. We must feel united and gain strength from the good people of the Sumud Flotilla. And I want you to meet some of them right now.
For the sake of humanity, I just said goodbye to Jati and Aurora, and I wave out the window and Aurora says, Mom, go stop the bad guys. She knows. Because obviously, she's around this environment. And she's picking up on what we're talking about. So, on the 31st of August, dozens of flotillas will be on their way to Gaza to stop the bad guys from starving innocent mothers and children.
This really moved me. And look at this.
It's really beautiful to see the amount of Irish people here in terms of participants and crew. And I think collectively we all agree that because our history is also pockmarked by genocide, by man-made starvation, by attempts at extermination, that in many ways Palestine is Ireland, and that's why we're here in our numbers. So we don't necessarily want to be here. If the Irish government and the Western governments and the governments around the world did the right thing and sanctioned this rogue state and just took some meaningful action, we wouldn't have to be, but we're proud to be here, and our dream and our aim is to open up a humanitarian corridor, and that's what we set sail to do.
Over 500,000 people want to sign up to go to Gaza. Those of us sitting here frustrated, saying, Ya Allah, use me for good, with our hearts connected to other human beings. We may never have met, different faith, different place in the world, different family, different way of life, but love, my dear brothers and sisters, and humanity unites us, and it will win.
My name's Sadakat Khan. I'm from Glasgow. The governments may have failed you, the organisations may have failed you, the people that have been elected to represent you may have failed you, but you as individuals can still make a difference, and you should make a difference. We're here to prove that that can happen. We need you to come on board. We need you to continue to raise the issue of the Palestinian plight and the issues in Gaza today, and continue to push ahead, and don't wait for someone else to come along. It sits with you and I today.
Hey, so my name is Lina. I'm from Norway. I'm 25 years old. I believe this flotilla will make a difference. Something like this has never happened. It's people from all around the world taking a stance, doing the right thing. I don't believe any civilian can send a stronger message.
My name is Yazan Isa. My decision to join the Global Sumud Flotilla is simply because I was never able to look away from the atrocities that have been committed in Gaza for over a year and a half. Those boats represent a way for the free people to send their voices all the way to Gaza. The voices that say, we refuse to be part of this genocide. We refuse to be complicit in what's happening in Gaza right now. Because our silence is what is feeding this genocide. I would rather go through all of this than to sit at home and feel helpless and not able to do anything. We will try again and again and again.
There are delegations from over 44 countries in the world, including Tunisia, Colombia, the United States, Brazil, the Netherlands, South Africa, and of course many more. One of the criticisms sometimes leveled at the Muslim world is that all of these initiatives are led by non-Muslim voices. I just want to cover that for a second, because the Free Gaza, for example, made a decision at the beginning to protect Palestinians, to protect Muslims from being on the boats, because they were more likely to be targeted. That was a deliberate choice, but now we have a flotilla coming from Malaysia. Our Muslim brothers and sisters are a massive part of this. In fact, Anwar Ibrahim has signed off on the flotilla and put the Malaysian flag on the boats coming in September. And let's not forget that Pakistan is sending its own boats as well. Gaza is on the verge, though, of almost being completely destroyed and its people wiped out and moved to make way for some sick American-style Riviera on the land of Christians and Muslims. But that's why we must reach Gaza.
Hello, I'm Liam Cunningham. We are in the beautiful city of Barcelona, and what you're looking at in the background is a small portion of the flotilla that is heading to Gaza to break the Israeli medieval siege.
And the aim of the legal support vote is to really frame this flotilla in international humanitarian law, to say in the absence of governmental action that citizens from across the world are upholding international law. And we've been given the blessing of the family of Shireen Abu Akleh, the brave and beautiful assassinated Palestinian journalist, to name our boat in her honor.
Do what you can in your local community. Watch the Global Sumud Flotilla on its way. Follow it, comment, like, share, but more, donate, give your time, find out about the next flotilla, organize. Safe sailing, my dear, dear inspirational friends. And to our family in Gaza. And prayers for victory, for victory.